Senator from Henderson.
Mr. President, communicate with the body.
Please proceed.
Mr. President, tomorrow the Supreme Court will hear a couple of cases that I think are very important. The two cases will determine the fate of fairness in sports for hundreds of thousands of school-age women and girls across the state. It's critical for the Supreme Court to uphold the women's sports laws that issue in those cases and allow every state, including our own state, to restore common sense, fairness, and safety in women's sports by recognizing biological realities. In sports, biology matters. That's why we have girls' sports as separate categories in the first place. Here in Kentucky, we diligently worked to pass Senate Bill 83 to protect female athletes in 2022. This law protects young women like Madison Keon, Mary Kate Marshall, who were forced to compete against males in track and field and cross country and fail in their ranks as a result. And young ladies like Chelsea Mitchell, Selena Soule, Alana Smith, Ashley Nicoletti from Connecticut, who lost titles and missed the opportunities to advance in competition because male athletes took their spots. And of course, we all remember Riley Gaines' story that joined us in 2022. Male athletes have caused thousands of women and girls to lose their place just in these few short years. Girls are not only losing medals and opportunities, but are also being physically harmed. Peyton McNabb from North Carolina suffered partial paralysis when she was hit by a volleyball that was spiked, and she had severe neck and head injuries. And what's worse, males are given access to women's locker rooms, shower rooms, violating young girls' privacy. One young girl in West Virginia, Adelia Cross, was sexually harassed by a male athlete in her middle school locker room. She complained to her school, but nothing was changed. The distress has robbed Elena of most of her passion for the sport that she once loved. Another, Cassidy Carlisle in Maine, was forced to share a locker room with a male in middle school. No girl's rights should be violated because of a male's subjective beliefs in their gender. Fairness starts with facts, and it's a lie that a man can be a woman. A male's belief about his gender does not erase the physical advantages over females. If we want a society that respects women and girls, we must stand for that truth. Every female athlete deserves to know her shot at victory and won't be taken away by a male competitor. Allowing males to compete in women's sports disadvantages women and destroys the opportunity they trained so hard for. So tomorrow, as the courts hear oral arguments in West Virginia versus BPJ and Little versus Hecox, we urge the courts to uphold these laws and ensure that the next generation of female athletes can enjoy a fair and level playing field. Thank you, Mr. President.